Hello everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. So it's been a late day. We were out on the property today. But I did promise you all a reading, so I wanted to do a very quick reading. It's very late, so I'm going to try to get this done for you. And so what I'm going to use tonight is going to be the Sibylla cards, which is my quick go-to. Oh, they're upside down. My quick go-to. And I'm going to ask about what's the next step between the Queen, Harry, and Meghan. So if it's the titles being taken away, it'll kind of show us that. But I just, there's been a lot of things going on this week about the Queen coming out and saying everything that the things that happen is going to be handled privately as far as the racial comment and what's between the family members. And then I also heard, and I'm not sure because I didn't hear it on the news, but I did hear that the Queen has put, told everybody to not speak that's in the palace. No one can speak to the media or anything about what's going on. She doesn't want anything leaked. And that she's gonna personally call Harry and Meghan and talk to them personally. So we shall see. So I'm gonna do a reading. Now if you see the camera shaking a little bit, it's because I have it on an arm that's kind of loose. So sorry for that, but I just want to get the reading done. And I'm tired, so I promised you this, and I'm gonna do it. So anyway, we're gonna get through this. So just give me a second. Okay, so here are the cards. I'll do this really quick. So the question is, what's gonna happen between the Queen and Meghan and Harry because of this interview? So we're going to pull out 9 cards like we normally do. Okay, 9 cards. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, the first card came out is that it's misfortune. This is the first card that fell out. 2 through second card goes here. Third card. Fourth card. Let me let y'all see these. Oops. That's too many. So we just need 3 more. So I'm going to move these down since you've already seen them, because these go to the top. Seven. Eight. One more. 9. All right, y'all, we got 9 cards. Let me show you what they are. And that's a different view for you, but this is in my room, and I'm using a table. So I'm going to go over excuse me. I'm going to go over all the cards for us. So the first card I threw out was Misfortune. I haven't had this card in forever come out. Bottom, we got Child. Hope. Make sure. Yep, Hope. Foe, which is almost like your enemy. We got Pleasure Seekers. We've got Priest, reverse. Okay. Lord. House, reverse. Waiting. Okay, so let's read the cards, people. Make sure you can see them. That'd be the first thing, huh? I don't think I can make it any smaller. So we're going to overlap them. So here we go. So you all can see all the cards. So the first one starts with Misfortune. Misfortune is like the Tower card. Everything is upside down. That interview blew it up. I've told you before. Everybody's going to get turned upside down. It blew everything up. It blew everything up for Harry and Meghan. The Queen is on fire. So we know we have this new baby coming as a little baby girl, and we know this other issues about Archie, Prince, or little baby Archie. So there was a lot of issues with that in the interview. They were hoping that the baby would get a title. They're still hoping that because of this interview that the Queen is going to keep their titles and give Archie a title. But the Queen feels like this has been the biggest antagonist issue between well, it's like I said, the biggest issue, but this is Meghan is seen as the foe. Sorry, Meghan is seen as the foe. Meghan is seen as the issue behind all this happening. So Meghan wants the baby, her children, to have titles. This is what she's been hoping for. It's what she's been holding out for. That's why they wouldn't let them see Archie. That's why the Queen didn't go to the christening. There's a lot of things that happened because Meghan decided when they weren't going to give her baby the title, she's already admitted it, that she was withholding her baby from the media, and she was withholding her baby from the royal family. I think when she went to the palace to show the baby to the Queen, I think she thought at some point that the Queen would soften and give her baby a title, but that didn't happen, so she continued to withhold the baby from the family. And that's why she's a foe. The Queen sees her as a foe, or an enemy, an adversary. So, okay, let's go with this. The Queen thinks that they only want to be pleasure seekers. That they're looking for money, they're looking for fame. They don't want to do the work, which is why everything went to hell in a handbasket. And I think this is more like the structure, like the Hierophant in the tarot. You could look at it different ways. It's a minister, it's loss, it's breakup, it's structure. And because they didn't want to do what they needed to do, they didn't want to follow the rules, this is where it's gotten. They want to be pleasure seekers and not follow the rules, which led to everything going haywire. And so much that video, the interview, actually stated that. Pretty much. So Harry wants to still be Prince. But the Queen, and he's saying he's the man. So here it is. He's saying he's saying he's the man of the house. He did all this stuff for his wife because of everything that was going on and he didn't have any support. Queen doesn't see him as the man of the house. You see this house upside down. And she is waiting for him to grow up. She's going to wait him out. She's not going to... And he still acts like a child. This is what the queen thinks. This is what it was. Let's turn this house upside down. The Windsor house upside down. Blew it up. And they've lost hope for him. All hope is gone. And this is where they are now. And then in the future, she's going to wait for him to grow up. She thinks he needs to grow up. Because he does not follow rules, nor to his wife. And his wife is at the bottom of all the problems that he has. Okay? Now we're going to read feeling. I always say feeling, thinking, doing. Okay. Feeling that Harry is her little prince, her little man, who thinks he's not being supported. Okay. So the prince has been thrown out of the House of Windsor. But he can come home. She wants him to come home. But she's going to wait till he's ready to really come home. Not, this is what she's feeling. Because she still loves her grandson. But, feeling, thinking, she still sees him as a pleasure seeker that has blown up his own family. He's a disaster. And he does not follow rules. And then there's this baby. So this is doing. She has no hope of seeing anymore. Because she knows that Meghan is keeping the child from her. So in saying all that, no, the queen is going to, if the queen, whatever the queen, put it this way, the queen's not going to give them anything back. I'll put it that way. She's not going to say, okay, you can have your patronages back. You can have you can use your title and all this other stuff. She's not going to give them that back. What she more than likely will do is, I'm sorry for the camera shaking, y'all. Is she could possibly take more away. She's not going to give that baby the title that they want. He's not going to get that title until, he's not going to get, the babies are not going to get the title until they're supposed to get it. When Charles becomes king, they'll become prince and princess then. Because she's not going to give Meghan what she wants, because Meghan is her enemy, her foe, her adversary. So she's not going to give in to Meghan. All hope for that is gone, and all hope for Meghan is gone. That Meghan would ever change, because she lost all trust. All trust is gone. And so with Harry and Meghan have destroyed everything. Here you go. That's Harry, and this is Meghan. They have destroyed everything. They've burned down the castle. So no, they don't get anything from her. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think there's any else thing to say. If the baby's not going to get the title until they're supposed to get it. That is when Charles becomes king. And if she has anything to do with it, if the queen has anything to do with it, it'll be a long time before Meghan gets to see that her baby become king and prince and princess. I don't know if they're changing some rules, and I don't mean changing the rules legally. I mean, like, they say that when Charles becomes king, they automatically get their title. I don't know if it's just like automatic. And you remember, Charles only has 2 sons, and all of William's children already have their titles. Harry's kids do not. So what I'm saying is they could make it some effort or something, so like they have to come to Britain. I'm not saying I know exactly what's going to happen, but I think that they're going to make it hard for the babies to get it. Not being spiteful to the babies, but they're going to do whatever they can to do administratively to make it hard for them to have to wait till they get their titles. I mean, she could say something as simple as they have to wait till they're 18. They have to wait till they're 18 to get their titles. Because I believe I heard, and this is just coming to me, that the Anne's children or Zara's children, somebody's kids, their parents said they didn't want them to have the title of prince and princess, that they could have gotten it because they were grandchildren of the queen until the children were a certain age. So they could make it that, yes, Harry's children can become princes and prince and princesses, whatever, but they can say it's not until they're a certain age. And that way, what happens is they believe Meghan and Harry are going to break up anyway. And that by the time the kids get a certain age, it could be 13, it could be 12, I don't know, but that's something they could do. That these two would be, that Harry and Meghan relationship would bust up, break up, and they'll be divorced. So by the time the kids get that title, yeah, she'll still be their mother, but she'll have less holds on to the royal family. So even if the family try to reconcile and work some things out, I think behind the scenes they're gonna make it known, or it's gonna be written that because of what they've done to their reputation of the royal family, that yes, these children get the title. However, they're going to have to wait to a certain age to get it, because that's the discipline that they're going to get. I mean, there's nothing they could do with the prince and princess really technically, because the father's already a prince before they're 18, right? What can you really do with the title as a baby, right? So I think that there's something going to be written up that it's going to be legal to do. It's going to be could possibly be administrative work. I'll pull a card on that in a second, but it could be administratively that they could make some changes that doesn't withhold the children's title, but it could definitely prolong when they can get it, like the age of accountability, whatever that could be. But the point would be to wait until Harry and Meghan got divorced, so Meghan would have even less ties to the royal family by being a spouse and them getting their title, because she's going to probably try to, because they don't want her to merge it. They don't want her to merge her children with those titles. So they're going to try to, that's what I think they're going to do. So, the queen believes that Harry will return home. He's not there. She's going to wait it out. They're not going to give him anything until he comes back full force back into that family. And if he doesn't, then he gets nothing. He doesn't get the protection. He doesn't get they may end up taking his title. But the biggest thing she wants is them to be divorced. So the queen is very steeped in structure, and Meghan is not. And because Meghan is not, that's her foe. That's her adversary. She's like, they're opposites. Yep. And because this is a reverse priest card or pastoral card, I'm not going to say that what I want to say, but I'm going to say this. That's another way they could say administratively they can exercise or remove Meghan from her titles. If anybody loses a title, it would be Meghan. I don't know how they would do it, but they could do it. They could withhold the child for a while to the age of accountability, and when Prince Charles becomes king, but there's some kind of way they're going to excommunicate or remove Meghan from the family, and maybe her titles. I really believe that. So I'm going to throw a card. These are my interactive cards. So I'm going to throw one card out that sums up what they're going to do with Meghan. I'm going to do that first. What is the Queen and Charles? Because I want you to know Charles is in this too, and William. But the Queen's going to be the one because she's the monarch. She's the one that's going to make the decision. That's going to give the decision. So it's just one card I need. Okay, so this card fell out. Now, these cards are interpretive cards, so I'm going to try to read this. So, Queen is freaking tired of this girl. You know how they say when these people, old women are divorced and alone, everybody's left them, they become the cat lady. So what I'm seeing here is about time. It's going to be about time that she's going to wait Meghan out, or whatever they do, they're going to wait her out, exclude her. She'll be alone. She won't be part of the family. And she's going to be the cat lady that's always going to say, hey, I'm the mother of the prince and princess, is what she's going to be able to say. But she's not going to have a life with the family. She's going to be alone. Because Harry's going to leave. They're going to break up. They're going to break up. I wonder, and this is just a wonder, if the Harry will probably fight this tooth and nail. If the Queen says, "I'll give you everything back if you divorce Meghan," I wonder if that might be, somebody might say that. I'm not sure, but I do know with Meghan, Queen's tired of her, and she's going to excommunicate her from the family, and she's going to be alone. Because that's what they're going to do. This is a waiting game. They're going to do something administratively. They're going to reconcile on some level, but all along the biggest thing is to get her out of it. And she will become the cat lady. Full of regrets. Frazzled. They're going to wear her to death too. They're going to come after her. They're going to break Meghan. Okay, so that's those cards. And then, wait a minute. Well, let me pull one more card for the babies. What are they going to do with Harry's and Meghan's children as far as titles? How's that going to look? I just need one card. Oh, this table is, I'm sorry y'all about this moving. I swear I'll not do it again. This card fell out. Wow. This is the card that fell out. So, whew, what could that mean for the children? I don't think the kids are going to be part of the family either. I think they might hit the titles eventually. They're always going to be looked after. Someone's always going to be watching them, watching over them. But the kids are going to be scared of. I think Meghan's going to make them afraid. The story she's going to tell them about the monarch and the queen and all that, because she knows she's been excommunicated and she wants them to get a divorce. The story she tells her children about the royal family is going to make them afraid to be with the royal family. She's going to tell them stories about how bad they were to her. So that's how I'm seeing that right now. They're going to be afraid of the royal family. Or British people, definitely the media. Because Harry's afraid of the media. So it's going to be a mess, y'all. It's going to be a mess. Okay, y'all, that's my reading for the night. It's late, and I'm ready to go to bed. I am so tired. So that is my reading. It's not going to end well. It's a very messy situation. The Queen, I told y'all she was going to tell them something, and she's going to tell Harry before she tells Meghan. Harry's going to tell her everything anyway. That conversation they're going to have, she may talk to Meghan in the beginning, like, you know, be very nice and stuff to her. But the discussions and the agreements are going to be made with Harry. And they're going to try to move her out of the family. Excommunicate her, whatever, how you do that. They're going to try to excommunicate her from the family. Administratively, I don't know how. And they're going to put some reins on these babies' titles. That's it. Talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have a good night. Bye.